What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the LPM channel for a very special night of Binder Nights, the show where collectors get to display the collections that they've been putting together. And today, our guest is my friend Bubs. What's going on?
What's up? Good to see you.
Yeah, it's
I'm
been a
doing
while.
great.
I've been out of the loop. I've been at home raising a baby, so I haven't had a chance to do Binder Night in a while. I'm pretty excited to get to do this.
That would do it. Yeah.
Yeah, we got some people jumping in the chat here. My friend Snicked in the building. Snicked, I've been watching your guys' drawing nights lately. They've been super fun. I love seeing all the work that you guys have been doing. We have a group chat going where everybody shares stuff they've been working on, and it's super cool to see. I love seeing people drawing and participating in Marvel card art, doing little sketch cards, trading with friends. Hey, Mike Vines, what's going on, Mike? I was thinking about you the other day, Mike. I don't think that Justin remembers that thing that you sent him. So let's. I'm gonna have to reach out to him and remind him. I'm just getting back in the swing of things here, guys, because like I was saying, I've been out for a little while. But want to say a huge shout out to everybody who has been watching the channel, watching the videos that I've had recorded that I've been releasing about what I've been calling the museum method of collecting. And for those of you who've been watching old Binder Night episodes, I did a Matriarchs box break the other day, which was really, really fun. So thanks a lot to all you guys who are subscribers and who are following along, leaving comments. I love that you guys leave comments on the videos. I love going back and getting to chat with you all about it. Snick's saying it's all about supporting each other, getting better, and enjoying time with friends. Absolutely. I really enjoy seeing everybody like participate and like be a part of the drawings and all that. Mike says it was actually signed by John Romita Jr. That might make him remember. I will definitely mention that to him. Hey, and Mike, what's going on? We got my friend Mike C10 in the building. Actually, it was his box of Matrix that we were just talking about that we opened, which was really fun. We pulled a cool Storm Auto, which
That's cool.
it was the first box of Did you open any Matriarchs?
I did not. I participated a little bit in some breaks.
Yeah, there were some cool cards in there. Those medallions looked really good.
They do. They really do.
Yeah. I mean, so much has happened in the last little while of Marvel stuff. So with EPAC wrapping up, I know that was like the front page news kind of everything. And that was that was a hot topic there for a while. And there was a flood of products. So I saw so many videos of people opening stuff in the last little while, kind of like the last hurrah, which was pretty wild to get to watch. I know I was on a stream with Fausto, and we kind of did the countdown to the end of EPAC, and it was neat to be a part of. We did a stream where and then all of a sudden there was no product on there. It was crazy.
Literally, just Thanos snapped out of existence.
Thanos snapped out of existence. I love that. That's really funny. What a fitting way of putting it. So today we're doing an episode of Binder Nights. The last episode we did was with my friend Jose, and he had a whole bunch of crazy stuff to show us. And today, my friend Bubs is going to go over her binders. What are we looking at today?
So this is my Renditions binder, and I'll try to move it just a little bit closer for you guys without, giving you whiplash or anything. Yeah, my lighting situation's a little funky, but we're working with what we got here. So this is all going to be base set, and there's 90 cards in the base set for Renditions.
Did you put this together from boxes that you opened, Jordan, or was this like from breaks, or how did you assemble this base set?
I opened a lot of Renditions, and then I also participated in a lot of breaks, like trying to get certain parallels and stuff like that. So yeah. In general, I just had a ton. Some of this might be from breaks, but most of it's from my own.
Very cool.
My own boxes. So
it's fun putting together a set from your own boxes. Like it's always fun putting together a base set. It's like an activity that's like after when you're done opening.
It really is, yeah. And like this page is pretty cool because you have Spider-Man, you got some villains on here, so it's really opening it up for some really cool cards. So some characters have way more base set cards than others do. Like Spider-Man, I think had 8, maybe.
Jordan, can you move your binder to the right just a little bit?
Yeah.
There you go. Thank you so much. That's perfect.
Yeah, no problem. So like here, Spider-Man again. You got a lot of villain action going on here. Yeah. This one's really cool. The Spider-Man Noir card.
This set has a bit of a 90s vibe.
And I think all of this is reused art. So It's not original.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah. This one's fun. Got a lot of symbiote action on here, so I really like this page.
Man, the symbiotes in this look so cool.
And I think it was World of Venom was telling me that this is like one of Lasher's first cards.
Oh,
maybe. Or I mean,
cool.
I haven't seen him in too many other things. So
Oh wow, these pages look great.
Yeah, these are fun. Like this page is really cool too. Got some more Carnage. I think Carnage has four or five base cards in the set, which is awesome.
Nobody gets sick of Carnage. Nobody.
No. And then I call this Sad Spider-Man.
I like that card. That's funny you say that.
A super cool card. And then this is I believe this is the second Electro card in the set. So that one's pretty cool. He's punching Spider-Man.
That's wild.
Yeah, some really nice ones. And then this is his last. So he has 3 cards.
Cool.
Oh, you want to see the backs? Here, let me take it out.
You don't have to pull them all out, but a couple of them do. Oh yeah, okay, right on.
Yeah, so it doesn't have like comic information on the back or anything like that. It's just a little blurb about the character and something that happened. I'm assuming what happened in this blurb is what's linked to the actual image.
And that's one of your character collectors. So you're rainbowing a lot of the Electro cards.
Yes. Can't wait to get to that. Can't wait to get to that section.
Oh, yeah.
And then here is my favorite Spider-Man card in the set. This one's pretty fun. I will take it out just so you can get a closer look at it. But I like this one. Very fun.
What do you like most about this? I love seeing Spider-Man upside down. I feel like he's supposed to be upside down most of the time.
I like the art style of this one. It's very different from the rest of the cards.
Cool.
And it's more animated, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And then he's being kind of silly. So I thought that was fun. He's like, hey guys, I'm here to ruin your fun.
Right.
So I like that one. And then this crazy looking Venom right here.
The Venom cards look so good.
Yeah. And then you have Cap on the bottom facing him off.
Yeah.
This one's nice too, of course. That's the only card, I think, with Venom and Spider-Man fighting each other. So that's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then this one is a nice mix as well. Lots of villains going on here. You got Sinister Syndicate here. Hydra Man's only card. I think Beetle and Speed Demon. So a lot of these only have one. And then there is Wolverine. So he did get a card.
You have to put Wolverine in the set. No one will buy the boxes unless you put Wolverine in the set.
And Cap as well. So they each had one card. And then Miles got one as well with Spider-Man in it, which is pretty cool.
Nice. Chris and a couple other people saying they haven't seen a lot of this set, and it's really cool. And I agree. Yeah. There were so many releases there. This one definitely was one that I enjoyed watching get open. But this is a great looking set in a binder. Like great looking set.
It looks fantastic, and we're about to get into the last page of the base cards, and then right into the canvas cover variant parallels.
My friend RMS saying this is a great set for symbiotes, and you are 100% correct.
Yes, absolutely. And like this one here is really cool. This is the Ghost Rider card.
Amazing. That is such a good card.
It is super cool. I love the way the flames look on that one.
Yeah.
And then you got the Ghost Spider card right here. Very popular one. Daredevil got a card, which is awesome. I love that one too. And then this is actually Noel Grego art on this Nova.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
I think I don't know if it's his only card, but that's definitely his. And then great. The silk looks great as well. Spider-Man in there. So yeah, with that, the last card in the set is Firestar. And then you go right into the canvas parallel. So I'm going to scoot this over just a little bit so you can see hopefully a little bit better on this page. But so it has some fun stuff going on. So you got the little corner boxes on there, the title, and they all look pretty different, which is neat. Some of them are covered and some of them are pretty plain and simple, but like in a nice
Upper Deck did a brilliant job of comic cover variant cards.
Yes.
They look so good.
I knew as soon as I saw them, I was like, I'm obviously going to have to get every single one of those because they look fantastic. So, yeah. So here, I can't get enough of them. Like, especially this page. This page looks fantastic.
They look so good. It's nice seeing a complete binder like this. It's nice seeing how you've orchestrated it.
Yeah. I love just the way this whole page comes together with the Carnages and and Scream and all that. It looks great. And this one's pretty fun as well. This is the Venom card that has Rocket in it on the top.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, so that's a fun one.
That's awesome. The sketches from this, I saw some really nice sketches from this set.
There are so many amazing sketches. And there was some new artists, I think, in the set, like Q Method. His artwork is crazy. Crazy. He does a lot of like anatomical influence in his sketches.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool. Sad Spider-Man.
Yeah, with some comic text on it. I love it.
Yeah. So that's pretty sweet.
We got a couple people here. I just got to say hi to you real quick. We got the Rider in the building. I'm so shocked to see the Rider watching a Binder Night video that is not Midnight Suns. Rider, thanks so much for joining us. Paul, Pulling Fire, what's going on, buddy? I see you in there. It's really nice to see you guys in the chat. Thanks a lot for joining, guys. Sorry, Jordan, keep going.
Oh, no worries. So here is, here's the second Electro cover variant here. I debated doing... So I had so much extra of that from like breaks picking Electro. I debated having a page full of just one of each of them, but I didn't end up doing that. But
you know what's a great thing to do when you have extras of your character collect and you have them kicking around? Keep them in a stack and save them for the day you go to a Comic-Con to get autos.
That's smart.
Yeah.
That never crossed my mind.
I always keep a stack of extra base around for exactly that. Hermit, what's going on? Welcome to the show.
Oh, man. Yeah, like this one is a great example. It's the same card. It just says Venom on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it doesn't need more than that. The art speaks for itself.
That's right. Ryan Davidson, what's going on, buddy? Welcome to the show.
And then the fun one. So the Goofy Spider-Man.
That one looks really good with like the Spider-Man writing in the background with him in the exact perfect spot. It slaps.
I like that the text doesn't cover him, but he's like working with it, you know?
Totally.
It looks great.
Yeah, that is one of the things Upper Deck did a fantastic job of, was making these cards look like comic covers for the variants. Amazing job.
Yeah. These are super fun. Like I look at them, I'm like, these are just so cool. And I can only hope that, you know, Topps can think of something like this, but you know,
we'll see. I appreciate that you went with the top loader binder to do this set in.
I did not.
What?
I sleeve every single card, including the base cards.
Oh, that's why I missed it. Okay, gotcha. That makes sense now. I'm figuring it out.
Yeah.
We got a Mark. Thanks a lot for jumping on, buddy.
Yeah, I debated it. I kind of thought about doing that for.
I'm not used to seeing them when they're not the ringed binders. That's why it kind of threw me off. I thought they were all top loaders. But that looks good. Like this is a great binder choice for putting these together. I know that people like to see the backs of the cards, but for a big set like this where there's a lot of cards, I do like seeing it organized like this.
Yeah, I definitely like, especially for these, like, you know, it would be nice to be able to see the back, and these ones actually show you the comic, unlike the base card.
Yeah.
So that's pretty fun, but you know.
Yeah, right on.
For some like smaller sets, I'll do the clear pages.
Yeah.
But I feel like these definitely get showcased nicely in here.
They
so, you know, for Rider, so there's the Ghost Rider canvas.
So good.
Super cool.
It looks so good.
Yeah, I like that one a lot.
Yeah. Don't show William. He doesn't need any more to collect after Midnight's done.
And then after that, so you've gone through all the base, you've got all the cover variants, and now it's the Impel set. So these were all original art. Yeah,
and I got a card in this, and I really like how this looks.
Yeah, so these are really cool. And one thing I noticed is the background of all of these actually connect for each set of 9.
Cool.
So like you can see there's like a eclipsing sun here. That connects those 4 on the corner.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And there's some really neat characters that are not in the actual base set checklist in here.
Yeah, like Sabretooth.
So, yep, there he is. You got Zarathos. Here's Electro right here. I like that one.
I wish the autos for these were on card. I think that would have made these 10 times cooler, but I'll take what I can get.
Yeah, I agree. They are at least for the base cards, but
yeah.
Yeah, so you got Null in here, Lady Deathstrike, Mr. Sinister. There's some really nice ones. These are Idan. Is that how you say his name?
I'm not
Art
sure.
of Idan or something. He did a lot of the cards in here, and his artwork is crazy. Super crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's my Dark Phoenix right there.
That's a great card. You've done such a good job of putting this set together. This is one of the beauties of set collecting, is when you have it displayed like this. This is why people set collect.
Yeah, this was a lot of fun to put together.
Absolutely. Looks like it was fun to put together.
Another example here, you can see that this all connects. This all connects here.
And see, that's something you wouldn't notice unless you had these assembled for their 9 pages, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, really cool.
And it's just kind of like a space backdrop, which is fun. And there's the Venom card.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody wants the Venom card. The Impel Verve, so the out of 90 variant, which they look really nice.
Yeah.
I have a few in here I'll show you when we get to the end of this, but they look super cool. And man, he is expensive. I thought about getting it, but I was like,
yeah, the Venom Premium, the Symbiote Premium.
Yep. There's Thanos.
Nice.
Got some that I guess I would consider like smaller characters that I don't really hear people talk about too much. Like
I like the Juggernaut card.
Yes, that one's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
That one goes hard.
Yeah, some of the artwork on these is absolutely insane.
I love seeing like a 90s insert kind of like vibe too. I think that's like really a clever insert to get people excited about.
Yeah. And I've seen some of the older Impel sets and they look really cool. I like them a lot. Definitely on my list of, oh my gosh. Oops.
Oh, there you go. Hey, that happens. These are works in progress. These are
interesting.
Works in progress.
I totally missed that. Let's see what number this one is.
That's funny. That happens. That's happened to me a number of times.
69. That's hilarious. I don't even know how I did that. I'll have to go back and figure out who's supposed to be there.
Yeah.
Whoops.
You guys, while we're going through all this stuff, make sure that you're hitting that like button and dropping a comment on this video. I really appreciate all you guys showing up tonight for an episode of Binder Nights.
Magic made this set too, which is pretty cool.
Nice.
The Storm one looks nice as well.
Yeah, man, there's a lot of good Storm cards in the world. She got a good couple of cards in Matriarchs as well.
Yeah. And then I really love the Jean Grey, also Art of Idan, or however you say his name.
Cool.
And the Iron Man. I mean, the lighting effect that he did on these is really nice.
And another Wolverine, I like it.
Yep. And the Moon Knight looks pretty cool as well.
Man, I've seen some Moon Knight stuff lately that like reminds me how good the Moon Knight art is in a lot of comics.
Yeah. And yeah, the Wolverine looks great.
And seeing this binder makes me want to put together one of these.
It's definitely worth it. I think it's even if you just did impels, I mean, the impels are fun. And if you wanted, you could get, be crazy, go for all the verbs.
Yeah, go for all the autos.
Yeah. So this is 99. Miles Morales is 99. There's 100 impels as opposed to the 90 card base set.
I didn't realize there's that many. That's wild.
And Spider-Man is the last one. And then you get into the verbs. So I'll take one out so you can kind of get a better.
Oh, cool.
See how awesome that looks?
Yeah, they look really trippy.
So they use this pattern on a lot of different cards, upper deck, but this is what they chose for the verb. And
like it
looks great.
It's cool they're numbered too. I like that they're numbered.
Yeah, so this one is 61 out of 90.
Cool.
So I have that one, and I just kind of collected a couple that I really liked. This one I got in a Spidey break, which was great. So I didn't have to look for that one.
Always nice to hear. That's right. I've got a great comment here. The fourth corner is saying, I'm not a binder guy until I see someone flip through their binder. Then I become a binder guy. That is the whole point of the show. I don't own a binder company, but definitely watching the show, I totally understand your urge to want to put together binders afterwards.
It gets a little bit addicting, which is so funny because as somebody who's collected Pokemon on and off through, her entire life, I have never had that drive to really do that until now with Pokemon. So
what does the Pokemon community like to store their cards in?
A lot of people use the Vault-X binders.
Gotcha.
But I think whatever they feel like, honestly.
Oh, these look great.
So this is something I kind of did like a curated page here, I guess you can call it.
Love it.
So I really liked the Spider-Man card.
No
and
kidding.
I thought, okay, I'm gonna just surround him. I'll put him in the center and I'll surround him with his enemies, kind of.
Brilliant.
So that's what I did. And I made him the lower number in the middle, and I made them all the greens.
Nice.
So decided to keep Lasher in there just because you don't see him too much. Yeah, so I did that with this page. Thought that was pretty fun. And I tried to make them kind of like almost like they're looking at him kind of thing.
Yeah. That's
So,
neat. That's a great idea. I love that you're
yeah.
like creating like a character display within your binder that doesn't necessarily need to be in the numbered order, right? I think that's really cool.
Yeah. So I liked doing that one. That was fun.
Yeah.
And then this page is my favorite.
Oh, here we go. I think I saw an Instagram post. Did you do an Instagram post with this?
I did. I sure did.
Yeah. If anyone wants to find out where this Instagram is, you can go in the description of this video, and all of Bubs' links are in the guest portion. Check it out.
So I'll kind of do this. You can get a little look at the shiny part because that's fun.
It's really cool.
So I did lowest numbered to highest numbered. So this is, I think, like 6. One of them is 52. I forget which one it is. But anyway, so the greens are all out of $3.99. The oranges are out of $2.99.
Yeah.
And then the pinks are $1.99. The purples were fun to get. I just love, that's probably my favorite parallel, to be honest with you. It just looks really good.
They look so good, and I love the kind of energy in the background where it's Electro that you're collecting. It kind of fits your card, it makes it really cool.
Yeah, and the fun thing about them is that they kind of add a depth to the artwork, almost like it's floating.
Oh yeah, cool.
So yeah, really fun. I love those. And those are out of 99, or yeah, I think so. And then these are the Tombstone Whites, which funny story about this one. So I thought there's no way I'll pull one of those in my own boxes. So I bought one.
Oh my god.
And then I pulled the same one.
Oh my god, that's
so I ended up with 2 of those, but that's okay.
You have a bit of luck pulling your characters. I'm impressed.
I do, and it's usually Electro. I don't get super lucky with other characters, but that's pretty cool.
Electro's awesome.
So yeah, I got the Tombstone Whites, which are out of 35. And then instead of trying to go for the out of 10s, I thought that'd be a little too much. I just decided to go with the on-card auto for the base cards. So
awesome. I didn't realize there were on-card autos for this. I thought they were all stickers, but very cool.
Nope. Ryan, so all the base cards are on-card.
Ryan, thank you for sending me the verb from this. I really appreciate it. That's super cool of you. And Jesus, thanks so much for jumping on. I've been loving the Don't Even Worry channel lately of watching. I watched an interview with Fausto on there the other day. It was one of the best interviews I've watched in a very long time. It was super cool. Sorry, keep going, Bubs.
No. Oh, no, you're good. You're good. Yeah, there's been a lot of fun streams going on lately.
There have been, yeah.
So that is my favorite part of the whole binder. Super in love with that. It looks great.
It looks so good having the rainbow set up like that. Oh boy.
Yeah. I was so excited to get that complete. This is a little more broken up right now, but this one I decided to do Peter Parker and like with 2 of his allies, I guess. But 2 of similar characters. So I wanted one of them to be Spidey characters.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to try to do Daredevil as well.
Very cool.
Pink, or his orange I need, his white, and his auto. And then I'm going to do the same with Spider-Woman.
Oh, I love it. I saw the Spider-Woman 1-of-1 variant cover from Platinum a little while ago for sale in one of the groups. And I love seeing those 1-of-1 still floating around out there. That was a cool character.
Oh, from Platinum.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Everybody read Hermit's comment here. Hit that like button. Everybody, appreciate you, Hermit. Thanks for all the support.
And then I actually pulled all of these in my own boxes, which was great.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
I was super happy about that. So I'm not trying to rainbow that one or anything. I just wanted to keep those 3
totally
in here.
Gold is a sentimental value for sure.
Yes, absolutely. I was super excited when I got the purple. It just looks so good.
I bet.
And everybody kind of made jokes about pulling any low-numbered J. Jonah. Not as bad as Carlton Drake, but I decided I was going to rainbow him. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, I pulled this one in my own stuff, and then I ended up picking this one up for really cheap. So
Little known fact, there was a point in time where I strongly considered having J. Jonah Jameson as a backup character to as my character collect.
It's honestly not a terrible idea.
No, for sure.
For
sure.
Not a terrible idea at all. And then I'm going back and forth on doing this Black Cat in particular. I like this art better than the other one, but it looks really good. So
yeah, cool.
Yeah.
What a
And then one page left, and this is my Carnage page.
Oh my god, best for last.
So this one's a little more empty right now, but I got, I think, all except for one of these cards in the Spidey break. And
cool.
I never picked Carnage again because I knew it would never be this good.
Right. You know what? I think I actually watched that break on Whatnot. I think I saw him pulling straight Carnage, and you were in the chat like, oh my god,
I was freaking out. I was like, there is absolutely no way. So this was pretty cool. But yeah, I think this one's probably my favorite artwork. I think it looks the best. Even though it's not necessarily a full body shot.
It's still super cool.
Looks super nice.
Yeah, I love seeing the symbiotes like climb.
Love his claws. They look cool.
Very cool.
Yeah. So
wow, what a first binder. That was I really feel like I know Renditions better now that I got to see it with the inserts, with it all. That was really cool. That was really helpful.
I'm happy to be of service. I really am.
Yeah, this is the point of binder, to see what these look like in there. And hey, Cindy, how's it going? Thanks so much for jumping on.
And then this one here is a plexi.
Oh, cool. I didn't realize there was a plexi insert from these.
Yeah, so they have plexis and metallurgies, and those are both numbered, unlike in 92.
Okay, so there were metallurgies in this too. Wow, just very cool.
Yeah, and I think they did a really good job with those. They didn't really get scratched up too much, which was nice because that could be an issue.
Oh, absolutely, that can be an issue.
But yeah, these are numbered to 50. So this one is 22 out of 50.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Cindy is asking if her husband has been in here yet tonight. We have not found him yet, Cindy, but you will be the first to know when we track down your husband.
He is slacking.
That's right. That's exactly what Paul just said. He should be. He's been slacking.
And
sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I'm going to show you the sketches I pulled out of my case really fast.
Oh my gosh. Thank you. Okay, people.
Yeah. So these are fun. I was super, super excited because keeping in mind, right, there's a huge character checklist. You could get anybody.
Yeah.
And you could even get somebody that's not on the checklist.
Fair enough.
But I ended up getting some decent characters. So this was the first one I got.
I'd say you got some decent characters. Holy smokes.
Yeah. So this is Junjo B. Menares.
Cool.
Is the artist.
Cool. The quality in these, there was a lot of bangers that came out of this. I didn't see very many that were like, whatever. These are good.
And I've seen another sketch that is similar, but just from a different perspective.
Yeah.
So he probably did like a handful that were similar to that. But cool. I thought that one was pretty neat. And then I pulled this one.
Oh, wow.
Which is really cool.
I love it. That green was a great choice for background.
Yes. It stands out super nice. And like the way he did the shading is great. Just really adds depth to him.
Were these the first sketches you've pulled out of your own boxes?
No.
Look at you go.
My first sketch was out of Secret Wars, actually. Oh, you can't even see the back. This is the Pokemon One Touch.
Oh, I like it.
Because at the time I ran out, so I had to put him in this one. But
that'll happen.
The artist on this one is Rei Fujiwara. So he's a Japanese artist.
Cool.
Yeah. Super cool. And then this one I got from somebody in the Discord. And this is my favorite one, for sure.
Wow.
Fantastic.
Killer.
I love it.
Yeah, this card stock is a really good one for sketches. This is a really cool one.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure the average was 2 per case. Sometimes you could get 1, but most of the time there were 2. So that was pretty nice.
Case hit.
Yep. And the artist for that one is Ian Satakis.
Oh, right on.
Yeah. So that one's pretty nice.
You have a good, a very complete, very nice looking collection of renditions. The sketches are a nice touch.
Yeah, I agree.
What are your thoughts on sketches in binders? Do sketches belong in a one touch, or do sketches belong in a binder? I have all my sketches, every one of them, in a one touch, but I'm very interested in what you think.
I like the idea of having a sketch binder,
Yeah.
but I don't think I would do it.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I love the idea. I love the idea of a sketch binder. I don't think I have enough sketches to make that binder look cool.
No, if I was going to do it, it would be like my own.
Yeah, fair enough. Pulling Fire saying binder for sure. Paul, I'm going to say that you probably have a lot of sketches, but I know exactly what you're saying. I'd be really interested in seeing some of your guys' sketch binders. Maybe you'll change my mind.
And I'd be too concerned that they'd get messed up somehow.
Yeah, I know, right?
You know?
Yeah.
So that's kind of my feelings on that. But I do like the idea. I think it'd be fun to try and fill one.
Yeah. Something that I think would be hard for
binder
me.
Ever.
It would be. Something that I think that would be hard for me is that I have different size cardstock of so many different sketches. So like, you know, when you have like masterpieces, they're so thick, it would be hard to get them in a binder in a way that's going to make them all kind of line up well. But that might be a first one. Maybe I'm making a big deal.
So maybe like a top loader binder that can support any size top loader, or like most, I mean.
Lost is saying I started my sketch binder with a 4x4. That's cool. Hermit says, I like displaying a handful of them and rotating them in and out of the binder. I think that's really cool as well.
Yeah. So that.
Yeah, I was going to say, what are we going to move on to next? How are we going to top renditions? This is a pretty complete binder.
I don't know if you can top it. Oh, you know what? I forgot. I have another rendition sketch. Sorry.
Oh, let's check it out.
So this one's Rhino. I did not pull this.
Cool.
So this was actually, I'm going to call it a gift because it really was. This was a gift from Brian.
Cool.
And bless him, because he did not have to do this. But there was just like a mix-up with a break, and he threw this in there with the stuff I got.
It's nice when there's an issue that arises in breaks and that you get something that you're happy with, you know? Yeah, I think that's great.
That was I remember opening that package and I was like, why is this in here? Like I definitely did not get this. So yeah, well, that was really nice of him. And this is a Trevor Scott Cameron sketch.
Very cool.
If anyone was curious, yeah. So
very cool.
Pretty happy with that. I'm like, 4 rendition sketches is good. I don't need to have any other characters. Although I thought about getting all the villains, like the main villains, you know what I mean? But
sketches are funny. Like, it's one of those things. It's like every time I tell myself, like, okay, cool, I've got enough from that set. Another one comes up, and I'm like, yeah, I need that one.
Yeah, I've definitely acquired a lot more sketches since.
I have a lot of masterpieces.
My first one.
The majority of the cardstock I have in my Pelican case of sketches is from Marvel Masterpieces 16 to 22.
All right. Okay, so this is my platinum binder. I'm just going to open it over here so I don't knock things over. This is a bigger binder too, so.
Oh, I like how you have this set up. I like where you're going with this.
So I actually, any spot you see that doesn't have a piece of Post-it note in it, means I have it.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah, so most of this binder is pretty full now. So what I basically decided to do with this is I got base card, the rainbow of the base, and then the cover variant and the rainbow.
Smart.
Yeah, so that's what I decided to do with this one, at least in this first part.
Mm-hmm.
And this is 100 cards base set, so it's a lot of cards.
This is a big binder for sure.
There's a lot of cards in here.
That's cool.
But this one was super fun. So I opened a decent amount of this myself, and then I went really crazy. This was the first set I even started collecting, so this one I wanted to kind of go all out on. Yeah, so some characters are done already, which is great, and I'm really excited to fill in a lot of these spots. So.
I love seeing the like the commitment to like a big rainbow like this. Doing a binder, I've never done a binder like this. I just want to say a shout out to True Blue Collectibles, who has a binder series on his channel, Nathan, and that's awesome getting to see them because he has them with him in his semi truck, and he's an owner operator and a driver.
Oh yeah.
He's got his binders with him. It's definitely something you guys got to check out. Make sure you check out True Blue Collectibles. Hey, and Cindy, just so you know, we have found your husband. He has finally entered the chat.
And then here's Electro, so that's pretty cool.
Very cool.
We got him done. But yeah, this was This was a lot of fun to open. There's just something different about opening a pack of platinum.
Yeah.
You know,
They
and
feel good in hand. Those
do.
chrome cards, they feel really, really good.
They do. And I love the what do you call it? Like the chrome cardstock.
Yeah.
I think that's really fun. So
Definitely.
you can see this whole section's pretty much done except for Invisible Woman. You just can't see the card. It is there though.
You know, it's crazy. Like when you've completed so much. Like this is a monster of a task. Like
Yes.
people understand that this is an absolute monster of a task to do.
Yeah. And some characters just do not show up as much as others in my experience.
It's funny, you know, and even on EPAC for Marvel Masterpieces, they forgot Juggernaut. There were no Juggernaut preliminary art cards. Like it does happen where certain characters can get forgotten about.
That's pretty sad.
Yeah.
Don't forget about Juggernaut. Sorry if you can hear the dog barking.
Oh, no problem.
Like Feral, nothing.
Yeah, interesting.
You know?
Interesting.
Yeah. She stayed away from me. But,
yeah.
Namor and Namorita though, they were good. They were good. They were easy to get. Yeah. So this section in the checklist just was really weird for me.
And so when you say you have the cards, you just haven't put them in there yet. Are they like in the mail, or you're still curating this binder? You're still all kind of working at it?
They are on ComC right now.
Oh, awesome. Okay,
so,
that makes perfect
sense.
Yeah.
So I have to ship them to myself, which I will do eventually, but it's a lot of cards.
Yeah, this is a heavy binder to carry around too. Like this must be like, this one's a heifer.
Yeah, it is. It is very heavy. Once all the stuff's in here, it'll definitely be interesting to see. I should weigh it, you know.
Yeah, you should weigh it. That would be funny.
Yeah. And yeah, so this set, I love the artwork. I love the comic covers in here. I knew like the second I saw this getting open for the first time that I was going to have to focus on those for sure.
Very cool.
And that's before I even knew really what I was going to be doing with the set. So, but yeah, this one's really fun.
You're almost
There's your Sabretooth.
I like it. Very much like it.
And I really love the Thanos card in this set.
Yeah, that's a very cool one.
Looks awesome. Spider-Man, another one. Just
a popular
really
one.
And I saw that normally. I watched so many breaks, did not see a whole lot of Spider-Man get opened. So
yeah.
And his base card was usually at the back of the pack.
Yeah, fair enough.
Which was interesting. Silver Surfer looks great too.
Yeah, that's a great Silver Surfer card. The box for this product.
Yeah, any space card really is fun to me.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then for Thing, so like in some of his parallels, his bottom lip is missing.
Yeah, I was going to talk about that. I was going to mention that, and it's sort of disappointing that it felt a little rushed at times with some of the editing, which makes me feel like it was AI.
Yeah, there's quite a few errors that happened in this set. Like with you know, a lot of people are aware of like the PMGs. It's like they forgot to layer it properly.
Yeah.
Which is kind of sad, but you know.
Totally. There are definitely some strange PMGs in this one. I got lucky. The Sabretooth ones came out really good. I'm still looking for a green. If anyone has a green Sabretooth PMG from this, please let me know. I would love some help finding that.
I don't even think I've seen one, which is interesting.
I've seen two, and I've seen them both available, and so I would very much like to acquire one.
Okay. So this is the last base card. That's Jubilee. And then I go right into corner boxes.
You went all out. I love it.
I did. And instead of just getting the base one and moving on with my life, I was like, why not as well get the rainbows too, right?
Love it. So
I have all the base ones with their rainbows right next to them.
Cool.
And I've done pretty good on this.
I'd say.
So, missing only a couple now. So this one, I'm actually, the ones I'm missing are the ones with the Post-its in them.
I love that you're using what we're calling a proxy card here for ones that you're missing. I think that when you're somebody who's trying to complete a set, kind of complete a character collection or anything, proxy cards are incredibly useful. I love seeing that you're using them. That's awesome.
And I realized after a while I had to, because whenever people asked me what I needed, or I was trying to figure out by looking on huge lists on a website, like what I might be able to pick up, it just got way too difficult to try to. Yeah,
it's very rewarding when you get to pull your proxy card out and put the correct card in too. It's definitely, for me, it's part of the hobby. It feels great to do that.
I get really happy to throw the Post-its away.
Do you guys in chat, do you guys use proxy cards? I'm very interested to know. Nathan, I'm sure you use proxy cards for your domino collection.
And then right after corner boxes, I go into the fantastic covers.
Okay.
Which is a smaller set. I think it's like 10 cards maybe, but they're pretty fun. My favorite one is probably the Spider-Man.
Nice. That is a very cool card.
I was very happy to pull that one myself.
Oh, fun.
Not have to buy it.
Very fun.
And then the Captain America rainbow here, which is pretty nice with the red skull.
Cool.
And then right from that, this is the last one here, the double shot with Hulk and Thor.
Cool.
Is the battle spectrums, which in general, not going to get very many of those in any product you open.
So they were hard to come by. I was found a lot of people were, especially how they were priced.
Yeah, the rainbows especially. Rainbows were very rare.
Interesting.
And you could still pull them in a blaster box, which was pretty fun. But this one, believe it or not, I pulled out of a blaster.
Amazing.
It's like 1 in, I think, 640 odds. So super unlikely. And then there you got Wolverine and Sabretooth. That one's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like that card a lot.
Yeah. So those are really nice. I like those a lot. And I left this blank because right after that, we go into Canvas. I debated.
You're wild. I love that you went to...
I debated, like, okay, I don't know if I want to collect clear cuts. I definitely don't want the leathers. I don't want the woods.
Yeah, they're a bit odd.
Yeah. And I feel like over time, they're not going to age very well.
No, they're going to stick to everything.
Yeah. And they might, I feel like they're going to change color. You know what I mean? Like they're just going to.
Fair enough. That's
like the adhesive or whatever they use is going to age. So I went with Canvas because they look really nice.
Yeah, they look awesome.
And I'm only missing a handful of these ones. But yeah, at this point, the binder's like, it needs help.
You are well on your way
to
fill in that binder. I can't wait for you to get your Com C stuff.
I know, me too, for sure.
That'd be very cool.
Yeah, so, and I just feel like the white background really enhances the colors.
Yeah.
So I really enjoy the canvas for that reason. So I'm gonna be flexible here and just move it around just to make it a little bit easier. But
you're good.
Yeah, these are fun, and they're, you know, if you were curious or you were debating, I mean, they're super cheap. It's a cheap set to put together, and
it is.
So not a bad idea to go for it.
I don't even know what cards from this I own other than the PMGs because I haven't quite got. There's been so much stuff I haven't even gotten this far into organizing this part of the Sabretooth collection. But
you opened quite a bit too, right? But I mean, you opened a lot for other people too.
I opened a lot of this. I opened some of it for myself. I opened a lot of it for other people as well. And when I opened up my boxes, I didn't hit anything. And when I opened up other people's boxes, they hit metallurgies, plexis, like good stuff, like nothing but good stuff.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, funny. Which is better that way, truthfully. I would work that way.
I think you were actually like one of, if not one of the, you might have been the first channel I found where I was watching Platinum unboxings.
I'm so glad to hear that. I enjoyed opening it. It was a fun rip.
Yeah.
I like the holograms from this. I think the hollows look really cool.
They're beautiful.
Yeah, they're gorgeous.
That would be a fun set to complete, but I decided that'd be just too much.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Silver Surfer is one of my favorites for the canvas. It just looks really good.
It's very cool.
And then there's Jubilee. That's the end of that. And I believe there's nothing else in here. Yeah, so I actually have a couple of blank pages at the end.
You killed it. That was man, that is I thought that, so I was expecting you to open it up and it to be similar to your Renditions binder that was all in order. It was so cool to see that you've taken a different direction with it and done this kind of rainbow style for each base card. I saw a couple of people do that with other Masterpiece sets, and I think it's so cool. Like, I think it's so neat to do it that way.
It's a great way to kind of appreciate different versions of the card all in one spot. You don't have to you don't see all the base and then you skip to that and then you go and you see all the variant and then you see all the rainbow. So
that's right. Oh, we got Tony Perna in the building jumping on. The canvases look nice. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thanks. And we got Donnie Boy jumping on. What's happening, Donnie? Thanks a
What's
lot
up, Donnie?
for being here. Yeah, the LPM crew is back. We had to take a little bit of a 2-month break there just to have a baby and get my life sorted out and
Just to have a baby.
Just have a quick little baby, you know. And we're back on track here. We got a steady stream of stuff going on. I got a lot of exciting stuff for the crew to watch and to see go down. And thanks a lot for being here, everybody. I appreciate you joining us tonight.
And it's so funny too, is I remember people talking about how there's no sketches in here. And at the time I was like, why is that a big deal? But now that I've seen so many other sets and I've started collecting other sets and there's like sketches and everything, I totally get how kind of disappointing that was.
Absolutely. It is definitely it's strange having a set that doesn't have sketches because they have become such an insert that we're accustomed to, but that also drives a product's popularity. Like, look at the original Platinum. Like, the sketches were so rare and that they started to create quite the buzz about it.
Yeah.
Vintage Lord Canada, I haven't had a chance to catch up with you in a long time. I'm really grateful that you could be here tonight. Thanks a lot for jumping on, Dan.
Hermit's talking smack down there.
Hermit says Graydon has his priorities mixed up, but he's back on track. We forgive you. I've got Hermit in a group chat, so I keep up to date with what's going on with Hermit. But I do appreciate being back in action, guys, and having some fun. Appreciate all you guys. This was really cool to see these two binders. Why don't we have a look at some of the cards that you got there that you've been collecting outside of these binders before we call it a night here?
Sure. So I didn't take my Phoenix cards out, although I do have one over there that I can bring down. But I have a huge stack of Electro cards.
Yeah.
So naturally had to get the lenticular.
Yeah.
Did not pull that one myself, but I got that lenticular, picked it up. And then here is let me try to get a good angle on that. It's so hard. There you go. So there's the holofoil.
Man, those look good. With the purple.
So fun.
So good.
Yeah. Love that. Went to a wig sale.
Oh, Tony. What kind of wig did you get?
And this is just an extra copy of the canvas. I figured I'd keep outside of the binder.
I like having extra copies of certain cards just for autos. If I ever come up, like, I just have a stack of them and I'm ready to get autos if it ever comes up.
Yeah. And then here's the wood.
Cool.
It's like, not going to collect them, but I'll keep his. So it's fine.
Yeah.
And then the purple crystals from the blasters.
I love these. I think they look so good.
They look fantastic, especially with certain characters. They just really stands out a lot.
Yeah.
I just need his cover variant of that, and then I'm good.
That's a tough one. Those are out of 25, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are tough.
And then this is the pink laser. So there's the base one.
Love them.
And then the canvas, or not the canvas, the cover variant.
Yeah.
And here's the red prism.
Dude, I thought these were PMGs when I first saw these. I'm like, oh my God. Everyone I pulled, I'm like, oh my God, is that? No, it's not. But they're really cool. They're a beautiful card.
It's like the Enchantress card. There's a blue corner. Yeah. And I always get it mixed up. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Just a brief little heart attack. PMGs are like my favorite insert. That's why I'm like, anytime I've never pulled a PMG, when I see it, I'm like, oh my God, what is that?
Yeah. And then here's the blue tracks, which I love this set. I debated collecting all of them, but I decided against it.
I've been to a couple of card shows and I've seen people that had the blue track set from the original Platinum in binders. It looks really cool. It looks like work. It looks like it was a challenge to do.
Yeah. They're not so rare. It's just there's so many, especially if you're trying to get base and covers.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So that one's cool. And then this one I picked up pretty recently.
Very
and cool. This is the blue PMG out of 50. So you can kind of see like the whitening on the side and the bottom. So anything off the border, just
I like the PMGs from this. I wish they'd have labeled PMG on the like precious metal gem on the front.
Yeah.
But I get it.
But yeah, this one is 9 out of 50, which is my favorite number.
Do you have
No, I'm looking for it, but I have not found anybody with it.
With the blue, that's awesome. But sorry, you were going to say the thing of what?
So the terrible thing about this one is it had an issue. So like the border was flaking off, and it's like it's part of the card. Can't get it off. So you can kind of see it looks like gold dust on it.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Have you noticed that with other ones, or has it just been on this one?
I've heard people say it, but my other one does not. Technically I have 2 other ones, but they do not have that problem.
I just
So,
got a blue a couple of days ago, so I will definitely need to have a look at that.
yeah. And this one, like, you could not see it in the scan on ComC.
Okay. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Interesting.
And then this is probably my favorite numbered insert, and it's the Seismic Gold. Just
Gorgeous.
looks so nice, especially with this card.
They're out at
So
92.
much fun. Yeah. Yep. This one's 52 to 92.
The
So I need the
Seismic
base
Gold,
version.
yeah, the Seismic Golds in the first version of Platinum were very, very cool, and I like these ones as well. They're a nice pattern. I like that the numbers are different because the Seismic Golds are rare.
Yeah, and this one I actually got from Logical, so shout out to him.
Cool. Right on. Shout out Logical Breaks.
And here's the Metallurgy, which I did pull myself. I was totally shocked.
They're really rare. The Metallurgies are really, really rare.
I think I want to say it's like 1, maybe 2 per case.
Yeah, definitely a case hit. And to pull your own character, that's just so crazy. I mean, on my break, you bought a box and you pulled the Bishop Metallurgy.
Yep.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, so like this one has a little bit of chipping on it, which was an issue with some of these, but the fronts look fine. So I'm like, whatever. I'm not going to grade it or anything. So
yeah, I feel like grading started going away from Marvel. I feel fewer people are grading stuff.
Yeah, I feel like people mostly do it for PC. Yeah, so this is you can see my fingers going back.
Cool. The plexis in this are sweet. They feel good in hand, eh?
Yeah, and they're relatively easy to get if you're thinking of completing it.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to spend a lot on certain characters, but a lot of them, like, I got this for $6.
Yeah, I got mine for 10. And that was the thing. After the EPAC achievements were kind of gobbled up and everybody was done opening, there was a lot of, like, people that went pretty hard on them and had some great sets for sale. It was nice to grab these.
Yeah, so this one's really nice. The artwork for this card is it's too good.
Yeah.
And then here's the mini boxes, which I believe... I mean, I didn't open this on EPAC, so I want to say it was like a certain number of base cards would get you this.
And so it's 10 base for this, and then it's 100 base for the Kaleidoscope.
Okay, so I did pick up the Kaleidoscope as well.
Good for you. They're gorgeous, and those are anything out of 100, like anything that takes 100 base cards to achieve, in my opinion, is an important card.
Yeah, and man, it looks fantastic in the lighting.
It does. I want to give a shout out for just speaking of the Kaleidoscope and this one. I want to give a shout out to Matt McBrien, who was trading a lot and got me both of those cards as a gift. I thought that was really classy. Thank you so much, Matt.
Oh, nice.
Our community's Gambit collector.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that is, and then the Kaleidoscope's the other one I have, and I think that's about it. Other than only missing a few now.
You've been busy. You've been busy.
And then my last one here. Okay, I'm going to do this without knocking everything over and breaking things. But here is my red PMG for
oh my God, does that look good? It looks so good. Perna has a question for you, Bubs. He's wondering what drew you to pick Electro as a character?
Since I was a kid, I had kind of an obsession with having electricity as a superpower. Don't know why.
That's awesome.
But like, same
You're just,
with
like, dragging your feet across the carpet as you walk across the floor, trying to shop things, or
right. So I loved that idea, and I watched like Static Shock growing up. That was one of my favorite cartoons. And then Electro as a villain was just super cool to me, and so like I just liked his character. So out of all of the Superman villains, he's probably my favorite.
Did you like Jamie Foxx's version of him?
It was okay.
Yeah.
It was all right.
I like Jamie Foxx a lot, and like
I do, yeah.
Like, don't watch Ray before you watch Spider-Man. You know what I mean? It's two Jamie Foxx characters. I liked him as Electro personally.
Yeah. And they did a really good job with like the effects and stuff, I think. And then this is just really fast.
Pulling Fire says Tony's on his best behavior tonight. I could tell. It's impressive. And that Static Shock was dope. What a cool comic cut. Look at this Electro comic cut. That's amazing.
Yeah. Shout out to Raj, by the way, for telling me about this.
Yeah. What a good friend,
it on
Raj.
eBay.
Always tagging friends and how to spend their money. I love it.
And it was only $20, so I bought it like immediately.
Amazing. I'm so glad to hear that.
Yeah. So I thought that was a crazy pickup.
Don't you like how when you get a card and somebody like a friend put you onto it, it's like you remember it, that, but like that takes on the story of the card as well.
Yeah. Oh, of course. Like
I
I
love
never would have known it was there if it wasn't for him. So
I love it. Can we see that Dark Phoenix Red PMG one more time, please? Because that is a color match amongst color match. Like that's
oh my gosh. I feel like I got it for a good price too.
good. Absolutely. And you know what? These PMGs, whenever someone's like, oh, they're super hard to pull, they're all numbered the same. Like all all red PMGs are numbered the same. Like all blues are numbered the same. Like don't tell me that. That's not the case.
And she's 21 of 100. So that's pretty cool.
Gorgeous. I don't know.
I love it.
That's one of the best ones I've seen.
And the borders and stuff are kind of wonky, but it still looks pretty good.
Some of them have an outrageous amount of white on the card and not enough foiling. This is not one of them that had that issue.
Yeah, like everyone's favorite character, Mole Man. His art covers almost the whole card. So it's like the top part is the only thing you can see.
On one of the shows, one of the morning shows that I did, I showed a green PMG of Sinister that I think was from X-Men Metal, and there was this much green. There was this much green in the top right corner, and that was it. And that was this green PMG. I laughed so hard.
Sad.
Yeah, it was funny.
Blades of Glory. Oh my gosh, I haven't seen that movie in a long time.
So guys, Binder Night is the show where collectors get to come on here and get to showcase their collection, show what they've been doing. It doesn't even have to be in a binder. We could be looking at rainbows you've been putting together, some cool cards that you've grabbed. And Bubs, we were really, really grateful for you to come on and be willing to share with us what it is you've been collecting lately. You can tell it's been a ton of hard work, and tell us a little bit about this hard work that you've been doing. Has it been fun? Has it been stressful? What has it been?
I was gonna joke about it not really being hard work, but to be honest, it's a lot of time. Doing research, trying to figure out what's a good price. How many of them are there right now that I can find? How much is it going to cost me to complete all this? I don't think about that part quite as much, to be honest.
It's very important to be budget conscious when you go into it so that you don't feel like you're overwhelmed. And True Blue, you're absolutely right. We definitely have to. I'll talk to you about that after you're free.
But and this set is big, so it was a lot. And I was trying to find the best ways to try to get as many at one time, so I'm not like picking one or two here and there.
Yeah.
So it would take forever, but it's definitely been a labor of love. I'm getting there. Been working on this one for probably like 2 months now.
Yeah.
And if I had to make up a percentage, I would say I'm probably over 80% done.
That's I have binders I've been working on for years, and I'm so impressed at how far you've made it in 2 months. I really appreciate you explaining your use of proxy cards. I think that is something that a lot of people would find very helpful, and it was really cool to see a real life example of it and have your explanation for it. So that was really brilliant. I like that a lot.
I would go cross-eyed if I didn't at this point,
100%.
Especially since I have so many more binders now. It just makes my life easier.
We got Castra in the building. I haven't seen Castra in a while. Castra, I really hope I sent a sketch to OAX for you. I really hope that you got it. If not, I blame Fausto and Matt Fuller, but I really hope that you did get it, my friend. This was so much fun. I want to remind everybody that Bubs has a super cool YouTube channel. There is a link in the description of this video. Please make sure when you're done watching this that you head over there and subscribe to her channel. Her channel has doubled in size very quickly and is just on the.
And thanks to everybody, by the way.
It's on the growth. So let's just keep that steady momentum going over there. Thank you so much for coming on Binder Nights and showing us what you got going on. That was awesome.
I've been looking forward to this for a while, so I really appreciate it.
We've been trying to line this up for a little bit, and I've gotten to know your schedule a little bit. I'm so glad that we found a Thursday that was going to work. And again, just thank you for sharing your personal collection.
Thanks for having me, man.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Thanks a lot for being in chat. That was super fun. You're going to see a lot more stuff coming out of the LPM channel. We got more stuff going on. We got more cards to show. On Tuesday night, we have another episode of Binder Nights where we're going to be showcasing some Marvel Masterpiece 2022 Dan DeSanto stuff. This is going to be a binder you definitely want to see. Some of you guys already know a little bit about what's going on there. It is definitely going to be an episode you want to catch. Thank you so much, guys. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel, hit the like button, all that fun stuff. Drop a comment, follow Tony Perna. Thank you very much, everybody, and have a great night. Thanks a lot, Bubs.
See ya.
All right, see you guys.